What's up, guys? It's Ryan, the MX Guru. I'm back today because I needed to make a little video. I had a bunch of people pushing me to talk about the 2023 KTM rumors. This is going to be a quick off-the-cuff video here at lunchtime at AOMC. Not setting up the studio for this because I really just don't have that much information on it. But take a ride with me on the one wheel for a few minutes and I'll let you know what I do know. All right, guys, I've had a ton of people asking me about 2023 KTM rumors, asking me to make a video, tell what I know, tell what I've heard, etc. I've kind of been putting it off because, honestly, I haven't heard much. This has been kept very under wraps with KTM. Some photos came out back in June and July from a few different websites showing what we expect to be the new bike. The problem is you can't see much from these photos, guys. You can definitely see the new bodywork, but that's really the only difference you can see from the photos. And the bodywork is super substantial. It's not like the minor tweak of bodywork from the 16 to 18 to the 19 to 22s. The 18 to 19 bodywork change was so minor that a lot of people didn't even realize there was a bodywork change, me included. I wasn't involved with KTM in 16 to 18, so when the 19s came out, I just thought it was the same shroud, but it is different. So this is not like that. This is a drastic bodywork change. It's weird because when you first glance at it, you think, well, it kind of looks like Husky, but then the more you look at it, you're like, well, it kind of looks like Suzuki and kind of looks like Yamaha, but it's very large, very pronounced. I don't know, it's hard to gauge it because there's no graphics on it, so I'm gonna reserve that judgment for later. So that's the only difference you can see quickly in the photos, but I will tell you what else I've heard. And a quick disclaimer here, I don't work for KTM. I work for AOMC, which is a KTM dealer, but I have not been given any information from any rep or any KTM insider. This is just all pure speculation on my part from internet information that I've found or come by. So here's what I've heard. I've heard that all the Wi-Fi mapping, all the electrical mapping stuff that was optional on the last couple of years of the bike, I heard that's going to be standard now. So it'll be more on par with the Yamaha. So that's good. I mean, it should have been that way a couple years ago, right? So we're going to have a lot more options as far as custom mapping, Bluetooth connectivity to your phone, all that from what I've heard. Next, I've heard the bike got lighter. Don't know how that's possible because they have been shaving these things down for years. If you just look at the head design on the 450s, I have no idea how they made it so small and light. It is crazy. Look at a KTM 450 head and then go look at a KX 450F head. It's absolutely wild. But yeah, I've heard they've got even lighter. And another cool thing I've heard is that all the chassis are completely interchangeable, even down to the motor mounts. So I've heard 250, 350, 450, all the motors will interchange. Take one motor out, run it in another chassis. That's pretty freaking cool. It allows the racer a lot of options if they get in a pinch, and it's got to cut down on KTM's manufacturing costs as well. I've also heard that the bikes are super drastically changed, as in like maybe the only thing that still crosses over really are like the wheels. And I don't know how true that is, but I mean, I've been told swing arms and suspension and pretty much everything is drastically different on this bike. So, but you can't really see that from the photo. So that makes me second guess it, but we'll find out in a few months. Lastly, there are a lot of people wondering if the cone valve stuff is going to work with the 2023 models. From what I've heard, the forks will still mount up, but the shock won't. I don't know what they've done different about the shock, but supposedly from any insider, the shock, the old track shock will not work with the new bike. So just interesting. Now, when will we know about this bike? Well, it'll probably be out in January, I'm guessing. So dealers will probably be ordering these, probably next month, early to mid next month. Dealers will be placing their orders. So dealers will find out a lot about these then. And they'll be obviously embargoed. They won't be able to talk about them until a certain date. But I'm sure a bunch more leaks will probably come out around that time. So I'm hoping to get my hands on a factory edition for myself. We will see. But if not, guys, as soon as the new bike hits the dealership, I'll be over there. I'll get that thing unboxed, and we'll do a walk around, and I'll show it to you, get you all the information I can. So if you don't want to miss that, you need to go ahead and subscribe now and just hit the bell. That way you get notified by YouTube at least part of the time whenever I post a video. So thanks for hanging out with me. If you know or have heard any more rumors, please post them in the comments down below so everybody else can see too, and maybe we can get a conversation going about the new 2023 KTMs. Also, what do you think of the new radiator shrouds? What do you think of the look? Yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.